Oh, I'm falling asleep. Look, I'm still like sleepy. Oh, I can't see it. I fell asleep hard on my arm, man. Hey, guess what? I was late. Sorry. We're not doing the whole 10 minute. I'm just trying to put my life together. Um, so, yep, my bad. Sorry for the half hour late. No, it's still, dang it. Even if I cut the pre-show, it's still 40 minutes late.
Someone is at the front door.
How funny is that? Someone's at the front door. Hold on. I'll start the show in 2 seconds. I gotta figure out who's on the. Hey, Mom. Hold on, okay. My dog's sleep. I thought it was like 7 phone calls. You would have heard it. All right. Well, here's what we found out. What was the problem? I fell asleep. So. Well, what's good to know is fucking you guys freak out, man. Mom just came by, but Mom should just had her on. That's what I should have did. Um, so let me I need like 2 minutes and then I'll start. I promise. 2 seconds. Okay, I'm back. So, oh, let's just fast forward this thing. All right, how are we all doing? So, Mom's gonna miss the first couple of minutes, but Hello. Welcome to Ben Fell Asleep and Slept in Nooners. I'm your host, Ben. Uh, well, I'm here. I made it. Thank you for everybody who woke me up. God, like, well, it's good to see. like, like, I know Monday's like a dumb noon, like it's a dumb show, but it's a good, it's a good like welfare check day. Like, is Ben okay? Oh my God, he's not on. He's not online. We might have to check on him. I guess. I don't know. I appreciate it. I do. Oh man, you know what sucks too was I finished putting the show together at like 10:30, and I went and sat down, and laid down for a second, and I was like, I should set an alarm. And I'm like, yeah, you should. Well, that was what we were worried about for work. So, oh, oh, let's see. Let's see if. Okay, how long did it take Mom to get home? Let's find out. Hold on. Okay, she was here 6 minutes ago. Like, I don't want to be like super shitty about it. Be like, hey, I have a new video for you guys, and what should I call it? And she's not here because like someone misses my new video because they were trying to make sure I was alive. Uh, so, oh, hey, as soon as she pops on and says hi, we'll cut it in. All right, uh, Nooners is my show that I do on Mondays. Kind of just tell you about what I've been doing this week. If I'm watching TV, and then something on the back end normally. So, uh, sorry for all you guys who waited for the show and didn't do any of your chores or your works or whatever. Uh, but let's get the show started while we wait for Mom. Getting to know me. Uh, this is what I've been doing all week. Hey, look, I got my numbers up in the corner working. Like it was a simple or it was a easy kind of fix, but it's up there now. So I appreciate you, Nine. All right, here we go. That's Jay Sargent, right? So he does a podcast called Suggested Articles. It's kind of like a half tech, half conspiracy theory podcast. And one of the things that they do, hold on, one of the things that they do, Jeff, which is Jay Sargent, and then the other Jeff, right? They have this theory that while you're sitting and doing nothing, you're not even on your phone, that it's listening to you still. And when you open up your phone and you go to like you see a lot of it with like targeted ads, um, but like if you open up like your Google and you see what the first like handful of suggested articles are, it's weird because it's like, hey, I just talked about that. I wasn't on the phone. I just talked to myself in the middle of the night. Oh. So it's just the weird creepiness of like how does the internet know what you're talking about when you're not on the internet? So that's the whole idea behind suggested articles. So so they blame it on the algorithm, right? Um, so here's Jay Sarge. He's hanging out. He's on his show. Now I'm trying to check their suggested articles, which is the bit that they have, and then he goes looking through his phone. I guess it's some deep cut stuff. He looks at it and he's like, "Dang it! Why does it keep suggesting him?" So he's like, uh, "We're like, well, who's that him?" well, if we go back, I should put a thing on this one like 10 minutes like before the show or something. But that's Algo, and Algo is playing with his phone, Jay Sarge's phone, and is now looking up Billy Corgan, which is, I believe, the lead singer of Smashing Pumpkins. So the running joke uh, is Jay Sarge is like, I'm not looking up, like, why do I keep getting Smashing Pumpkins? Why do I keep getting Billy Corgan like articles? So is it the internet listening to you, or do you have an algo gnome running around searching through all your stuff while you're not looking? So uh, cute little nod to the suggested articles. I like the idea. uh, like it's hard to to make like there's only so many different things you can do with a gnome, especially if you go in black and white. Like I can even color code. So uh, just a huge shout out to Jay Sarge and Jeff with two F's on suggested articles. So appreciate you guys. Thanks for letting me poke some fun or have some fun with you guys. Um, there's at least two more coming uh, for suggested articles, and I'm trying going to try and to incorporate the other host Jeff, and they'll both be on uh, sometime in June and July, I think. Um, so we'll have Jay Sarge back, and then we'll have another interview with Jeff, who's with suggested articles, the podcast. So that was going on this week. Oh, okay. So there's not a lot that I've been doing this week. Okay, but my dumpster fire of a life. There's a new person, so the fires are much smaller, and there's not as many. What that means is basically I did a bunch of training this week, which isn't horrible. Like I don't mind doing it. There's a lot of perception of the way uh, Ben does his over like shipping and receiving overnights. A lot of people are like I don't know how I feel about it yet. I don't know if it's a like what did she okay, so the new person. What did she say? Oh yeah, Ben's oh yeah, they said that you just do whatever you want. And I didn't know if they were like really snarky, like the guys like obviously not like I wish it was, but it's obviously not like oh that guy's such a bad boy. He just does whatever he wants. It's probably more like um no I don't know. like like I don't know, like like authority or something like that. Whatever it didn't come across like it didn't sound tonally. My mom, uh, it didn't sound like it was a lot of props. Like, he just does whatever he wants because like he's amazing. It was kind of like he does whatever he wants, but nobody else wants to work this shift, so we kind of just let him do what he wants. It was almost like that, and I don't know how I feel about it. Like, there's like some validity to it, but there's also like I'm not like rebel. I'm not like a rebel crazy guy. I do things a very Ben way, and I teach it said way. Now I have reeled it back a little bit because I get like way casual, uh, I do lean into the like here's what I do, I just do type thing. Uh, I don't know, it was weird, but yes, new person. So because of the new person, um, I don't get to spend a lot of night updating stuff. Now, here's what's the interesting thing about that particular thing is we got emails. I got an email. Thank you to Megan because this was the mind pocket was like Ben, Megan, Ben. Courtney, Ben, Liam episodes. Like there's like probably like once a month, every other month or so. Like I'm getting emails from like people who are like, I've listened to the show, love it. Let's like like you would be good on my show slash they'd be good on my show. So like it gets super weird. So I got I was able to read some emails. There's this new guy, this other guy George. He comes out of New Jersey. He's a musician. He's got kids. This guy like all about the kids. Like he's all about like connecting with the kids and stuff. He's a 10 and a 14-year-old. So looked at his stuff. Seems like a very nice guy. So I reached out. I was like, yeah, let's do something. He does a lot of remixes, some mashups, and covers. So um, he's not bad. I fell asleep, guys, so I have no idea what the hell the guy's email address is. Um, AJJANCY. Like it seems too easy to be AJ Agency. Um, oh, he's here. AJJAN. Okay. He is the AJJancy.com. Oh, that's pretty close. So THEAJANCY.com. That is the new musician reaching out. He's got, he said his email was like, I'm a Gen X dad too, hanging out with some Gen Z A kids. So um, it's interesting. We'll reach out and see how we can incorporate. We're going to incorporate, but we'll interview him, see if there's anything, uh, whatever. So, um, all right. I'll play this twice for you. Like okay, that's all I've been doing. Like I haven't done much of anything. Okay. Now with the dumpster fire of a life, I have in working and training, somehow I put together two fantastic videos slash presentations for you today. Like absolutely bonkers. That's probably why I fell asleep. Okay. It's because I waited until last night. I waited until Sunday to get it all done. So your rabbit hole, what's in my pocket later, took about an hour and a half, start to finish. I had the concept um, by like Wednesday, but I wasn't able to put anything together until literally Sunday when Sophie fell asleep and took a nap. So, in the time it took a kid to take a nap, I was able to put the bit together at the end of the show. The what's in my pocket. But then I get home last night after dropping off Sophie. Uh, Watched WrestleMania. Whoop whoop. Oh, that's up coming up too. And then I was like, do you know what? I want to do another video, another Ben video, a Ben on Ben video. If we remember, we talked about it. I was like, Psh, it needs a third Ben, right? So here's what's interesting: is I did make you guys another Ben video, Ben on Ben video, and went smoothly. They didn't record like a behind the scenes because that whatever, but much faster. Now, to be fair, it did take me until like 1:30, which would be what 3 hours, 10, like 11. It took me a little bit. I took a small break. There was a small hiccup somewhere, but I'm going to play it twice today. Right now, I'm gonna let you guys watch it, and then at the end of the show, I'll play it again because there's a lot of things in here that you're gonna want to pay attention to, and you're gonna like it's fucking the best thing I've done in a while. Um, so without further ado, let me get this on here. I think it works still. Okay, here we go. Whoa. Welcome back. We got another fun interview for you guys today. 2 weeks ago, uh, I had an interview with the creative mind behind Chasing the Whimsy. I had sat down and spoken with Ben for about 3 minutes. Um, this segment, I'm about calling it Ben There, right? See, Ben and then Ben There, right? Totally fits. Um, but this creative mind had another idea for another video, so we're trying it out. Hopefully, this comes out well. Um, but I'm excited to bring back Ben. How you doing today, Ben? Fantastic. Hello. Thank you. Fantastic. Um, you had mentioned that you wanted to try and do something different, more. What were you thinking? Well, I definitely think we needed to do something new. And when I say more, I think we needed to do like a third person. Really, you think you can get a third person on a video? Uh, we'll see. I don't know. Do you even know how to do that? In theory, maybe, but here's camera guy. Really, camera guy Ben. Isn't this kind of like cheating a little bit since we use this like a pop up screen? Hey, hey, hey! He's an important piece of the program here. He makes sure that you're up and running for 2 live streams. All right, fine, fine. My apologies. You are correct. Yes, Camera Ben, you are very important to the show, and I appreciate you. Thank you. What are you doing? Who is that? That's Ben. Who? Whimsy Ben. All right. Well, I guess we have 4 Bens now. So thank you for tuning in to Ben There. Um, this is like the fourth take, I think. So um, we're more confident this time than last time. Um, all of the Bens, I appreciate you guys. And thank you for everything. Ben, thank you for coming in and look forward to the next thing you have coming up. Thank you. Whimsy. See. Whimsy. Fucking genius. Oh my god. I think the Whimsy, the late Whimsy was so good. Oh man. Oh, dude, I'm telling you, that was so much fun to make. Look, I'm an actor now. I'm an actor. Oh my god. Oh, I'll play it for you guys one more time. There's a lot of stuff going on in there. You got Camera Ben, he's doing something. You got Whimsy Ben doing something. Oh my gosh. Oh, that was so much fun. Oh. Uh, there's a rough draft version of it um, that I'll put up somewhere. Like, like it's so weird. There's 3 Bens, there's 4 Bens, right? Doing it all alone, and because like I can't move a lot of stuff around. Like I panic because um, guest Ben, so like the creative Ben, his was all one shot because I can't move the chair because somewhere in my mind's eye, if I had to redo a second take, it would fuck up the chair and it would mess with host Ben's shot. Now there was one spot that it jumped that kind of irritated the crap out of me. They are all one takes for the all 4, right? They're all one takes, but the problem I ran into is there's four videos on top of each other, and the jump that you see is you can't stack four videos on top of each other. Um, like it got really weird, so I had to uh, it was a mess, but it came out fucking. I man, like to laugh that hard by myself, like in the middle of the night, so much fun. Um, I'll play it for you guys one more time at the end, but that's what else I've been working on. Uh, Absolutely fantastic, bonkers, so much fun. God, that was so cool. I'm making jokes, right? The timing, like I don't want to too much, but did you see how smooth that? Who is that? Ben? Who? Whimsy Ben? Oh, fucking oh, like I was worried about the timing, and I nailed it. Um, Anybody who's seen my house before, the video had to flip. The camera bend had to flip because when I was recording camera bend, I kept pointing to the individual bends, but when it comes on your guys' screen, I think it was backwards, so I had to flip it. Um, it was so funny, man. That was so much fun to make. It really didn't take more than like the editing. Like there's some edits that I'd make differently moving forward, where I can stack a fifth bend if I need to. Um, I think I can stack more bends on top of each other. I just don't think I can take them away as much. So I need to blow my nose, but oh my gosh, how fun was that? I absolutely loved it. That's adorable. All right, where are you? Okay, so yeah, that's what I've been up to. Two projects: that video project and the one here coming up in a couple minutes. So, oh man, so much fun.
Go check out Chasing the Whimsy, the podcast, available
Blow my
today
nose.
on your favorite podcast platforms. Chasing the Whimsy, where a 40-year-old father and his two kids take a whimsical journey of fun stories and educating each other about their respective generation. Generation X squares off with Generation Z to try to connect and find an understanding between generations 30 plus years apart. They'll journey through the past and track their journey as they find out who they'll grow up to be. Again, that's Chasing the Whimsy, available today on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube as well, and you can also find the show and learn more about the hosts at chasingthewhimsy.com. Chasing the Whimsy, ChasingTheWhimsy, Chasing the Whimsy, the podcast. Many episodes up for you to listen to already. Go stream, download, and subscribe today. You can also connect and follow on Twitter at Chase the Whimsy and on Instagram and TikTok at Chasing the Whimsy.
Right. Um, okay, watch. I've not been watching lot this week. Um, some finales were out this week. Matlock, fantastic. Uh, like the idea behind Matlock, right? And the ending of Matlock, the last 3 minutes, fucking great. Like almost spot on. A couple of things I kind of bumped into, but not real bad. Story wise, perfect. Uh, Daredevil Born Again for a Disney show, hard R on this last episode. There was so much like death and destruction, like it was crazy. So kudos to Marvel, Disney for mainly for Disney for taking the step back and allowing Daredevil Born Again be what it needed to be. Watch The Floor, the semifinals. Brian O'Halloran from View Askew, Dante. He got out, but he ended up walking away with like 110K anyway. So, um, but then like because of the training and stuff, I have to be good. I can't just be watching TV like all the time. Um, so what did I watch? Liam told me to watch this movie, Black Phone. I think it came out late 23. Ethan Hawke, Blumhouse Productions. Um, this was interesting and like this wasn't that bad. It was on Peacock. I think it's on Peacock. Um, Liam texted me. He's like, I don't watch movies. I watched this movie and I absolutely loved it. It's definitely on the horror side, like of of it. Neighborhood kids go missing. What happens to them? Boom. This is basically it. But there's obviously more to it. So why does uh why Liam enjoy this so much? I don't know. Maybe it's just like the idea of like a bunch of kids. Someone related himself to a bunch of kidnapped kids. I don't know. Uh, but it was good. It wasn't bad. It's Ethan Hawke is doing all these Blumhouses. He did what he do Sinister, The Purge. Um, like he's making all kinds of fun creative choices these days. So that one I watched because Liam told me to. I don't get a lot of suggestions from Liam, so when I get one, drop everything and check it out. I also watched The Black Donnellys. I went back. This is from a 2007 show. Went back, watched the whole thing again. Okay, absolutely brilliant in my opinion. I absolutely love this show, and um, some of the reviews kind of indicate why it didn't go past it. Part of it also was it got affected real hard by the writer's strike, the writer's strike of '07. So absolutely amazing. We'll come back to this show here in a little bit. But this is a show that's almost 20 years old. None of you guys are going to watch it. So I'm going to spoil the shit out of this thing for the first episode in a little bit. But absolutely awesome. I don't even know where you guys can watch this thing right now, to be fair. Um, you should be able to, maybe you should be able to pick it up on Peacock. Like, don't they have like a bunch of older stuff on there, right? Um, NBC. Is that Peacock? NBC. Peacock. I want to say it is because it was on the same. It was its lead-in was Heroes, and I think Heroes was Peacock. Whatever, we'll find out. But Black Donnellys is a fantastic show, widely underestimated, and unfortunately forgotten to time. Um, and one of the best premieres for a TV show in '07, and then it dropped off by episode 5. The series had to be one of the first television series to move to online before it was streaming, but they took the last like 6 or 7 episodes and put them all online. So if you wanted to watch the last half of the Black Donnellys, you had to do it online, which was weird. I think it holds up. I think it's fantastic. Like I said, we'll come back to it. We'll see what you guys think. The other biggest thing of the week in sports entertainment is WrestleMania. WrestleMania. Okay, so there has to be an ice episode coming somewhere. Um, Similar to the way I fell in love with SNL 50, I did for WrestleMania because it's not even just WrestleMania is no longer just one evening of wrestling. This is a week long event. WWE has been in Vegas for the better part of a week, week and a half now. They had they had the Friday show there, SmackDown. Um, they're running like events all weekend. Like it is bonkers. Like what was going on in Vegas with WrestleMania. They had like a like a roast, very similar to like a Comedy Central roast, um, but not televised. So, um, but there was the Hall of Fame. Now here's okay. They had the Hall of Fame, right? Triple H got inducted as a solo into the WWE Hall of Fame. What I think I fell in love with with WrestleMania weekend or week is the amount of fucking content that these people put out, man. There are so many like promo videos. There's so many like history ofs. Like I went back and looked at all like the greatest WWE like WrestleMania matches, to, like the return, like hours and hours of content that these people go they will make. And I think like SNL 50 is I have a real fucking sweet spot right now. Anything that has like recordings and footage of 40 years ago, right? Like SNL, like absolutely fell in love with SNL again because I'm like, look at all the cool stuff that they kept for 50 years. And then all the stuff that they kept for 41 years for the wrestling. Like it is super crazy. Uh so you're looking at like you get inducted to the Hall of Fame. You got Triple H, you got baby pictures, you got high school wrestling photos, um, early matches when he was like when he was original name was Terrifier, um, like just like the whole history of an athlete that takes you to like your induction into the Hall of Fame. It was like 12 minutes long. You can find it on Peacock. WrestleMania was okay, I guess. I didn't follow it as hard. Some of the matches were good. Some of them were like complete duds. Huge spoiler because I know all you guys are wondering. You guys were gonna go back and watch it today. Uh, John Cena was the big match of the year. Does he or does he not win a record-breaking 17 titles? Um, but I don't know, man. Like small kudos to like Triple H, right? So Triple H, real name Paul Levesque, married Stephanie McMahon, which is Vince McMahon's daughter. In his acceptance speech, oh, no joke, his acceptance speech was like an hour 10. Like it is crazy. So for like an hour, Triple H is just going through a list of people that he wants to thank. Um, Wrestling professional, mom and dad, behind the scenes people. Like God, the guy taught like I really enjoy listening to a Triple H interview. Very emotional sometimes. You can tell he's like fighting it back. But what was weird, I don't want to say weird. Uh, Towards the end, right when he's talking about his family and stuff, he 100% like like he the elephant in the room with all anything related to WWE right now, right? Is what are your opinions of Vince McMahon? Right, we know that he's a monster, and a no good person. But what was interesting is, Triple H in his acceptance speech. Technically Vince McMahon's his father-in-law, but for a minute he separated um, the artist, uh, the general manager, the original creator of like the WWE from the person, which was interesting. Um, like he didn't just like avoid it. He was just like, yeah, there's some awkwardness. The guy's a goddamn monster. Um, but like the weird reality. when you start talking about Vince McMahon, if you have any love of wrestling, is without him, you wouldn't have WrestleMania 41, which is like so. Uh, love listening to him talk. Bunch of stuff happened. Check the highlights. You can find them probably on YouTube. Um, WrestleMania is 2 nights. It's a Sunday, Monday now. The recording ran for 8 hours because there's a pre-show and then the actual match. Can you imagine 124,000 people across 2 days attend WrestleMania? Like, how weird is it that you sit in the stadium seating for 5+ hours? Like, I would, like, in theory, WrestleMania, like the actual show had to have been like 5.5 hours, 6 hours, and then you have the 2 hour pre-show. If you were going to ever do a WrestleMania and you're going to attempt to do 2 days, like both days, I don't know I don't know how you get through it all. There's so much stuff happening. Like, it is like craziest thing. Um, but WrestleMania 41 in the bag. Did John Cena win or not? What's going to happen tonight on Monday Night Raw? Um, good stuff, guys. Absolutely loved WrestleMania. It was one I haven't watched in a while, but it was decent. It was good. All right, let's get into what's my party. Okay, so here's a little rabbit hole that I fell down. Um, I had mentioned a couple of weeks ago or last week because I put the Kevin Smith presentation together, right? So like it clearly looks like it's a PowerPoint presentation, and there was I took some of the slides and I did some voiceover work on it. This thing took me maybe an hour and a half in total to put together. Um, most of it was trying to get the AI stuff copied over. I was going to do the 902-101, but I'm glad I held back just a second. So I watched the Black Donnellys, right? I talked about it like 9 minutes ago. This show is absolutely fucking bonkers, dude. This is such a good show, and nobody's gonna watch it. Like you guys, right this second, have zero idea or desire to go back and watch the Black Donnellys. You're just gonna be like, whatever. Ben just watches some weird shows. The idea of what's in my pocket is for the next 11 minutes. I'm gonna give you an insight into episode 1. There's 13 episodes. What you're about to see is a breakdown of episode 1, a little bit about the show. And if you're not completely hooked at the end of the 11 minutes, then don't watch it. But if any piece of it seems interesting or compelling, um, or something that you go back and watch it, man. Like, huge spoiler. Like, one, I'm going to spoil something. It's a 18-year-old TV show. Again, if you haven't seen it yet, you're not going to see it. Like, there's a spoiler, but it's not even like the biggest like spoiler of the series. But it's an important part of episode 1. Like, they didn't drag their feet. A lot of your mob, like Heat, right? About heists, like, dude, 2.5, like, it's like 3 hour movie, and like nothing happens for the first like little bit. The Godfather starts open with the wedding. Nothing happens for the first 40 minutes. Black Donnellys, they're like, there's something going down. Let's get into it. So, um, with that said, small presentation. It's about 11 minutes long. Um, I did it this way, so that way whatever, because like one, I can't read. Two, I just repeat a bunch of stuff. So presentation wise, this is what we were talking about last week. Is like, how do I use all these AI tools to help with the show. Um, Last week was almost like a straight copy paste. Like it was just like a straight here's the AI presentation. I just had to change out a couple of pictures. Um, but this would be the natural evolution of like how do I so using AI. People are like, oh, it's going to ruin everything. No, but this is just another just step in the evolution of how to use AI to help a show get a little bit better. With that said, let's go ahead and I think it's this one. Okay.
This presentation explores the key characters and events in the first episode of The Black Donnellys. The Black Donnellys features a diverse cast, including the 4 Donnelly brothers, who navigate life in New York's Hell's Kitchen. Key characters include Tommy, the eldest in the moral center, Jimmy, the wild card, Kevin, the ambitious one, and Sean, who often feels overshadowed. Other significant characters include their close allies and the rival mob members, which sets the stage for the conflicts they face.
Okay, real quick. If the show goes down, I'm watching it too. Stay on and it'll come back up in a couple of minutes. The idea that there's a chance that I use too much and they might like shut me down, but we'll see. Just FYI. There's some clips. If it goes down, hang out. I'll be right back.
Now, the Donnelly brothers were always together. There was Kevin, Tommy, Jimmy, and little Sean. And Jenny Riley was like sewn to the hip. Even back then, she drove poor Tommy crazy.
The relationships among the Donnelly brothers are complex, marked by loyalty and rivalry. Tommy acts as protector, while Jimmy's reckless behavior often causes friction. Additionally, relationships with allies, such as their childhood friends and enemies, including Italian mobsters and rival gangs, add layers to their dynamics, showcasing themes of brotherhood and betrayal.
Hey, Frankie, I'd pass on the ham.
You finally making your move?
You and your friend are afraid to come in here without a badge?
How's Jimmy?
Jimmy's great.
Huh?
Why? What's up?
Well, somebody stole a truck this morning in the garment district. Detective who caught the case, he asked me about Jimmy.
How could Jimmy steal a truck, Frankie? He can't even drive.
That's what I told him, man. You do with it what you want. I gotta get out of here.
Cop! Cop!
What's this, the truck you didn't steal, Jimmy?
Tommy, lighten up. Get out of the truck. Cops are here.
Come on, you know Jimmy can't drive.
Neither can you. Get out of the truck. Son of a bitch. Get back in the truck.
Each character in the Black Donnellys possesses distinct motivations that drive their actions. Tommy seeks to uphold family honor while grappling with moral dilemmas. Jimmy is motivated by the thrill of the criminal lifestyle, often acting impulsively. Kevin is driven by ambitions for power and respect, while Sean desires acceptance and validation. These motivations add depth to their interactions and influence their decisions throughout the episode.
Where's Kevin?
I didn't take anything.
How much you steal?
Nothing, not a nickel.
Here, get out of here.
You got it, champ.
Hey!
Man.
Hey! Kevin!
Tommy, me and Jimmy went downtown with goodness in our hearts to work out a deal. But Louis starts threatening me. I mean, what was I supposed to do?
Kevin, everybody knows who did this. You kidnapped somebody, and I'm supposed to know.
Tommy, you think we're stupid? We wore masks.
You went down there with goodness in your hearts, but you wore masks. Get out of the way.
The first episode introduces the Donnelly brothers against the backdrop of their tough neighborhood. Events unfold as Tommy attempts to maintain order while dealing with tensions between Irish and Italian gangs. The episode escalates with a dramatic carjacking orchestrated by Jimmy, which leads to brutal confrontations and sets the stage for ongoing conflict.
Hey, Sean. You're Sean Donnelly, right?
Taxi, go home.
Go. Where you going?
Significant incidents include the carjacking, which not only highlights Jimmy's recklessness, but also triggers a series of retaliatory actions. Shawnee's beating served to illustrate the brutal world they inhabit and test the brothers' loyalty. Additionally, Tommy's confrontation with the Irish and Italian bosses marks a pivotal moment, showcasing the escalating gang rivalries and the stakes involved. Throughout the episode, character interactions are crucial in shaping the narrative. The brothers display a mix of cooperation and conflict, especially during the carjacking and Shawnee's beating. Tommy's leadership is tested as he tries to keep the family united, while individual actions lead to tensions with rival gangs. These interactions not only develop characters, but also propel the plot forward, setting up future dynamics. Throughout,
It's gonna be painful, but it's gonna be okay.
It's gonna be okay. Hey, talk to Sam.
I walked in the room, he wanted you all dead. But I had something to trade. You don't need to know what. He wants his money back. He wants Jimmy to apologize to him tonight, in person. Can you get your brother to do that?
To apologize?
Jimmy will have to be willing to take a beating. I'm not gonna lie to you. Not as bad as Sean. But you get your brother to go down to Sal's tonight by himself. He walks in there with you guys or a weapon, he's gonna get killed. You get him to take his beating, everything will be okay. Okay?
It was at that moment.
Hey, I can't thank you enough, Huey.
It was at that moment that Tommy knew that Jimmy was dead.
In conclusion, the first episode of The Black Donnellys effectively establishes character motivations and tensions within the storyline. The dynamics among the Donnelly brothers, coupled with the violent incidents and confrontations with rival gangs, set a strong foundation for the series. This episode illustrates the themes of loyalty, family, and the consequences of choices made in the criminal underworld.
Yeah.
Tommy Donnelly says he needs a word.
Tommy Donnelly wants to talk to me. Send him down.
Downstairs.
Take my hand, not your fingers through mine, and we'll walk
Remember I told you about the day that changed Jimmy's life?
We can do what we like anywhere. I want so much to open your eyes, 'cause I need you to look into mine. Tell me that you
I was the only one who saw him. The only one who knew that it was Tommy driving the car. And to this day, it's the one thing I never told anybody. I'm ashamed to be telling you now. Tommy never stole a car again. Never did nothing. Turned his whole life around. I mean, he could have made it out. Only he was never gonna let his brother be hurt again. And this was a day that changed Jimmy's life forever. Because Jimmy went to rehab. And Tommy? Tommy became everything he never wanted. And whether he realized it or not, with Huey dead, Tommy just taken over the neighborhood.
I do not like that show. Are you kidding me? That was episode 1. Uh, thank you, Lasagna Robert. They've seen it, so they kind of helped with the make sure everything worked. But that's what little AI works does. Helps give me the script to kind of keep things in order. It says what I would take 20 minutes. Like if I try to do like a full review of episode 1, it would take like an hour and a half, and the show is only like fucking 48 minutes long. Um, Great show, absolutely love it. It ran one season, which is wildly unfortunate. Tommy trying to keep all the brothers together. You have like it's a funny. There's some like funny jokes throughout it. It's like real lighthearted stuff. It's a bunch of kids who don't want the responsibility of being like mob bosses, but things unfold at the end. That was the Irish mob and the Italian mob like working together. Like, what are they doing? What's happening? Why are they together? Um, Fantastic show. Like, I can't like there's so much more that happens, right? Because if you're just some punk kids in Hell's Kitchen and you take out 2 mob bosses, there has to be consequences. And it's interesting on how trying to take care of your family and your kid and your brothers, like the extremes that you would go to. And then with that, how you try to protect what's yours. Like Hell's Kitchen's mine, 3 blocks in every direction's mine. You guys are trying to come in and take it. we're gonna now defend it. So, um, I enjoyed putting it together. Again, you can see where all the AI was in it. I went in and took all the clips. If you notice, the screens were flipped. Most of that's to try to help. Like, we didn't get shut down, so like that's step one. Um, is we have to try to skirt the algorithm from um, like recognizing it and then shutting me down for copyright. Um, there are aspects of copyright law that says that I'm allowed to show clips in a review aspect, and then pretty much that's what I did. Um, so we'll see if I get like I'm waiting for it. Like I'm not. I'm gonna get flagged at some point. So, but it wasn't enough to shut down the entire feed, which is what we were hoping for. Um, I absolutely like the show. In theory, you can watch it on Peacock. Otherwise, you might have to spend the $9 to buy the first season on Apple. Somewhere on Amazon, I'm sure you could probably buy it. 2007. Its lead-in was Heroes. Heroes was the biggest show in the world for a minute. This had the biggest premiere um, that Peacock NBC has seen in years. It drops a little bit at some point, but whatever. Uh, check it out check out the Black Donnellys. Absolutely a fun show. 13 episodes. It does leave you on a wicked cliffhanger, so that kind of sucks. But um, I think it's worth the watch. So we'll see if anybody goes back and watches it. In theory, those are going to be. We'll see more of those. Right. I don't have a writer, so not having a team, right? I have the AI generate the writer's room. So the AI put together the the beats of said presentation. Then I need the AI to create most of the slides, and I have to go there and tweak them a little bit. I didn't mean for there to be so much like written on there. Um, so AI is part of the team, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. So until we get actual writers to get in here and help me out, someone who wants to do some like random PowerPoint presentation stuff. Um, so these are all things that like it's interesting to me of the evolution of the show itself. Because if we did this like a year ago, it would have been me just like steals and me trying to like it would have been a mess to be fair. But at least this way, it kept me on a certain pace. 11 minutes isn't bad. This thing, like I normally like the section to be like 20 minutes long anyway. Um, I enjoyed putting that together. So step, I had the tools. I made it. I needed to fill some time. Boom, nailed it. So we'll see. We'll see. Uh, and then there's the Patreon commercial. There's the Patreon commercial. Give me some. Give me some names. Give me some names. Give me some names. Here we go. Patreon.com/, Chasing the Whimsy. Andy, Nikki, your family, Megan, your family, Joyce, and Endra Frog. That was not supposed to happen. EC1, Gooster, my dad, Courtney, Violet, Kit. Thank you guys for the tier levels, the $4 and the $10 tier levels. Those of you who sign up for Patreon, we're also giving some money back to the community. Right, we're raising some money. I'm donating some money. The important thing right now about the Patreon, right? If you enjoy any part of this show, like any part, like the comics, I like his TV review. I like to see what he does with his random presentation on the back end of the show. If you like Mind Pockets, the podcast, like if there's any aspect of whimsy that you absolutely enjoy, consider the $4 tier. It's the dollar. It's like $1 a week. Um, but it helps. Uh, it helps. It helps show some support. Worst case, sign up for the free one. But with your support, means a lot to me. It keeps me on track to make sure like the more you guys support, the more that I get that you guys enjoy the show and whatever Whimsy's trying to do. Um, without the support, oh, without the support, I don't make this video. All right. We're gonna play it again for you guys. This is the second Ben on Ben video, which has now been retitled to A Ben There. So this is like Ben There episode like 2-ish, one, however you want to. We're gonna retcon Ben on Ben because it seems a little porno-y. Um, if you like, my thing is without you guys listening and supporting, I don't make this weird crazy video. Like I could, but I'm not passionate about making like weird videos for myself. And a lot of it is the support that you guys have to be like, we like what you're doing and we're interested to see what you do next. And that's what drives me to stay up until 1:30 making Black Donnelly videos and putting together this video. I'm gonna play it for you guys one more time. We'll chat about it for a minute. Let me know what your favorite parts were. Um, if you were here in the beginning, you know that there's a camera Ben, Whimsy Ben. Um, I don't know, like it's so weird because there's so many. Everybody's doing their own thing, and you want to make sure you catch it all. But um, here is the newest episode of Ben There. Welcome back. We got another fun interview for you guys today. 2 weeks ago, uh, I had an interview with the creative mind behind Chasing the Whimsy. Um, I had sat down and spoken with Ben for about 3 minutes. Um, this segment, I'm thinking about calling it Ben There, right? See, Ben and then Ben There, right? Totally fits. Um, but this creative mind had another idea for another video, so we're trying it out. Hopefully, this comes out well. Um, but I'm excited to bring back Ben. How you doing today, Ben? Fantastic. Hello. Thank you. Fantastic. Um, you had mentioned that you wanted to try and do something different, more. What were you thinking? Well, I definitely think we needed to do something new. And when I say more, I think we needed to do like a third person. Really, you think you can get a third person on a video? Uh, we'll see. I don't know. Do you even know how to do that? In theory, maybe, but here's camera guy. Really? Camera guy, Ben? Isn't this kind of like cheating a little bit since we use this like a pop-up screen? Hey, hey, hey! He's an important piece of the program here. He makes sure that you're up and running for 2 live streams. All right, fine, fine. My apologies. You are correct. Yes, Camera Ben, you are very important to the show, and I appreciate you. Thank you. Oh shit! You can see where the cut is. Oh, I can fix that. Oh, how irritating is that? Oh, I'm so frustrated. All right. So anyway, all right. The this is lost media. You'll never see this version ever again, everybody. What are you doing? Who is that? That's Ben. Who? Whimsy Ben. All right. Well, I guess we have 4 Bens now. So thank you for tuning in to Ben There. Um, This is like the fourth take, I think. So, um, way more confident this time than last time. Um, all of the bends. I appreciate you guys. And thank you for everything. Ben, thank you for coming in and look forward to the next thing you have coming up. Thank you. Whimsy. See. So funny. That one I wish I would have recorded behind the scenes. Um, that is so much fun, man. How can you guys not enjoy this? Like, so what's fun is so we have this Ben. I'll give you a little behind the scene, right? So we got this Ben, right? He writes the first part. He sets the tone for everything, right? I could not figure out the timing, but what here's what I wanted to do. I wanted to show creative Ben coming in from the door, right? So that way you can see like I'm using that space. Like that space has been used um, so far in this video. So we have host Ben. That side will never change because that's like I can't do it. But the background has already been used. So you're like, oh, well, he just put it in the background. Boom, I've already used the background. Uh, the timing was super interesting. So when creative Ben has to sit down, what's funny about it is all four of these Bens are reacting completely solo of them. Like I don't know, it's bonkers. So when each Ben is doing something, I'm sitting here listening and I'm trying to react. I don't know where my timing is at. For the most part, it looks like it holds up. Um, the transition with the first Ben, the first camera guy Ben, works perfect. There's a lot of like editing wise, there's a lot of moving pieces. And what I just realized is the cut right there. Like how irritating is that? That absolutely bugs me. Like that gets fixed here in the next like 8 minutes. Because I just have to tighten that up a little bit. You can see where it's slightly shifted. Oh, that's so lame. Like we got you know, like okay, look, we all have hats and we all have different shirts on. A wardrobe guy, like we got so now we gotta get wardrobe Ben in here. So somehow I gotta throw a T-shirt at Ben. I guess maybe. Oh my god, it's so funny. But then like again, camera Ben had to be flipped because I don't know how to work my orientations. Like the Vita Bybee. God, that's such a good laugh. So I had to flip the screen so that way he's pointing at the right ones. Uh, absolutely. Okay, like this is like the hardest part, and I'm like so glad that it all worked out. You have two Bens interacting with camera Ben, and then camera Ben interacting with Whimsy Ben. Thank you. What are you doing? Who is that? That's Ben. Like, are you kidding me? Like, that's the most like. Oh, I can't believe that worked. I can't believe it worked. Camera Ben reacting to Whimsy Ben, host Ben reacting to camera Ben, and then creative Ben addressing all of it. Like, and the best line of the whole thing. Hold on. Here's the line of the. This is my favorite line of the whole thing. Who is that? That's Ben. Who? Whimsy Ben. Ben. I don't think that was in the original script. Oh my god. And look how awkward Whimsy Ben is. All right. Well, I guess we have 4 Bens now. So
What to do?
thank you for tuning in to Ben there. Um, this is like the 4th take, I think. So um, we're more confident this time than last time. Um, all of the Bens, I appreciate you guys, and thank you for everything, Ben. Thank you for coming in, and look forward to the next thing you have coming up. Thank you, Whimsy.
See.
Ben is late on the Whimsy. What's that? That one was on purpose. Oh, camera Ben, like I'm looking at empty chairs while I'm recording this thing, and I have to try to. Like, God, are you kidding me? Like, oh, it's like the most fun. Like, how fun is this? Oh, like that's all because of you guys. Everybody who shows up, the fucking 8 of you guys, the people who help out on the Patreon. Oh my gosh, like it's fun now. But what happens when like boom, we're like 200 Patreon, right? We're like boom, 200 live stream. Can you imagine what I have to do to step up? Uh, I don't want to say I jumped the shark, but I don't know how to make. I don't know what to do that better than that. Like, uh, oh man, that's not like that's what it's all about, guys. That's what Whimsy is. A couple of people hang out, support. They like the show. Do something crazy. Uh, I've watched the thing like a dozen times, and I don't know why I didn't see the break in the thing because I'm normally watching it. Like, oh my god, how fun is that? Oh, I don't know if I can fit in like. Can I fit another Ben in there? What is camera Ben? Like the snarky of host Ben being all like, "What the fuck are we doing with Ben?" Whimsy Ben. Oh, that was 99% of what was in my head. Like that was almost exactly what I was picturing the whole thing. Camera Ben actually did better than what I originally had in my head. I didn't realize that in a 2.5 minute video that camera Ben needed to be doing stuff for over a minute, and then Whimsy Ben, again, I can't hear anything. I don't know where my timing is. That was one shot with that Ben. So Whimsy Ben was done in one shot. Camera Ben did two, and then there was four on host Ben, and then creative Ben did it all in one take. Absolutely fun, man. Like that's what Whimsy is, baby. Um, hit the. I'll fix it and I'll drop the regular video. Um, I have mixed feelings about this. Next, like I have both rough drafts from the Ben on Ben and Ben there. Okay, I have rough drafts, so you can see what uh, like the first early version, like the concept video of both those videos. If you're at all interested in uh, seeing those, there's a chance that I'm going to throw those up on the Patreon behind the pay tiers. So the 4 and the 10s will see them. I haven't decided or not because, but like, I guess it makes sense because like if you like the show and you like those 2 videos, like it means something to you. So it's added value to those that you want to, throw like the dollar a week at me. Um, if you don't care and you're just one of the frees or you're just one of the YouTubers that's the podcast, like if you just listen to those, then those videos mean nothing to you. So you aren't going to watch them anyway. So all those that you support, I'll put the rough draft versions of both of those on Patreon. They'll be the first things that I hide behind the paywall. So, but you'll have all the finished versions. Like I'll put them out individually on YouTube, so you can see those. But if you care about anything about the behind the scenes, um, I'll put those behind the paywall so you guys can actually see the work that you guys help support, help. Yeah. And so, um, look out for those if you guys are interested in needing the behind the scenes stuff. But absolutely amazing. I loved that video. I have no idea when they're doing the next one. I don't know. Megan's episode, I mentioned I had a couple of ideas for my next idea for videos, but those are going to involve a lot more scripting. I need a green screen. And then I'll definitely like that one. I can get through a handful of it by myself. Um, but definitely going to need to get like a small writer's room together because I don't know how to keep a story going that long. Like I want to do like 10 episodes, like 10 4-minute, 5-minute episodes. That's an hour long. Holy crap. I'm going to make a movie. I'm going to make an hour-long movie. Kind of. Not really. It's a series. It's going to be a mini series. It's going to be episodic. Um, I have a general idea how to what the story is I want. Um, but that's definitely a year 3 project. So I'm going to be working on it now through July. And then after July, I'll start figuring it out, recording those things. So you got those coming. But I absolutely love that video. Been there. Throwing in jokes like I'm a fucking genius, man. I got jokes, I got little gags, I got acting, 4-part. Oh, I should put credits at the back of that. Just like Ben, 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 Ben. Ben, 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 Ben. All right. Hey, we're only an hour late. So thanks everybody. My bad. Uh that's all I got for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. You had fun. Thanks for worrying about me, and 2 for sticking out as long as you guys did. You guys have a good night and whimsy.